Bob. Hi everyone. Sorry I'm late. I'm going to give it a little while so that other people can come in on it. I said it was going live at 2, but our taxi driver didn't turn up, so we're running late, and I apologise for that. First of all, I want to thank every single person that supported me and Bobby. It's nearly 110,000. Yeah. And I can't thank Gary enough. I can't thank Tracy enough. And I can't thank Tracy Blackwell. Tracy, I listened to what you said last night, darling, and do you know what I mean? I got what you were saying. Me and Bobby both understand what you were saying. That we shouldn't have to reveal how personal it was for us to get our part out to the public. But we're willing to do it. What we're going to talk about today is personal. And we're going to make it personal because I don't want parents thinking that this can't happen to their children, because it can. Yeah, it doesn't matter what background you come from, how rich you are, how poor you are. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. This is an epidemic that's happening all over the world, not just here in the UK. It happens all over the world. But it's the innocent children that suffer. It's the innocent children that end up having to suffer like we have. Me and Bobby, and the bit I'm going to make this clear now. Yeah, I didn't like some of the comments that I got. Why have they got this on the wall as a poster? It's not a poster. Yeah, I put that on the wall because it's the Sun News to highlight what me and him went through. Yeah, it's not a poster. It doesn't stay there. Whenever I finish this blog, yeah, I take it down. I don't like looking at that. Neither does he. Neither does nobody else. It's only there while I do my live feeds. Once I do the live feeds, it's tucked down. To all the other arseholes that are out there, yeah, no, I don't like sucking dick. No, I don't like being abused. I never got off on any of it. Right? That's all you bastard arseholes. Yeah? You can fuck off. The whole lot of you can. Yeah? That's all I'm going to say on it. I got it off my chest. I needed to. I've made it quite clear. Right? To all our supporters and all the normal people out there that support what I fight for and what I represent and what yous represent. That's what we're here to talk about today. It's not hiding behind the government. Not letting Theresa May, that statement Theresa May made yesterday, the other day,
was disgusting.
Really? And she represents people like us. No, she doesn't. So if we're all far right, we're not allowed, our children's not allowed to be protected. Muslims can run, not all Muslims, mainly Paki and Asian Muslims can run around and do whatever the fuck they want. No, they fucking can't. That's not what I fucking fought for. Yeah. Sorry for saying the word, right? But I can't understand what our government's doing.
Theresa May is fucking disgraceful. What she said the other day is giving a green light for everybody that's on there, for all these Muslim gangs and everybody else to run round and carry on doing what they're doing. What Theresa May should have been saying was that we're going to hold an inquiry into the Pakistani Muslim gangs that are raping kids. Not fucking turning around and saying we're going to prosecute and take action against everybody on the far right. I don't give a shit whether you're far right or far left. As long as you're supporting what we stand up for and what we're fighting for, that's all that matters. And she's coming out with a fucking shit statement like that. Listen, the Irish government were found guilty of satanic abuse. The police force were found guilty, the probation service was found guilty, and the Irish government were found guilty.
In Ireland.
What's Theresa May saying by turning around and making a statement that far right people should be ignored, they shouldn't be listening to, we're scum of the earth, we're this, that and the other. If she can't fucking stand up for every single right that people like you, me and everybody else have
deserve
to protect our children, to stop the abuse, to stop everything that's going on that's wrong in this country. Fancy a Prime Minister turning around and coming out with a statement like that.
Who's she to rule our country? Who's she to turn round to the general public, right, and say that I'm not going to protect you?
She hasn't even got any kids of her own. She doesn't have any children. She hasn't got any grandchildren because she hasn't got any kids. And you've got a little shit like that. And I'm sorry for my language because I am pissed off. You've got somebody who doesn't even have motherly instincts turning round and basically saying that anybody that's for what we're fighting for, and she's got a problem with that. Really, you are fucking disgusting. You're not fit to rule this country. And you don't rule it, by the way, because more and more people like us are going to stand up for everything that is wrong in you and the statements you're protecting. What? How many government paedophiles have been protected by this state? You hear it again and again and again. And here we are today. You've made a statement protecting your own kind. You disgust me. You shouldn't even be in number 10. And you carry on because we don't care. More and more people like us are going to stand up against people like you who obviously don't give a shit about what the Joe public think about the working class people of this country. No.
You will at the end of the day, Theresa May, Corbyn, right? What have Corbyn ruled our country? Right? For what? To let a lot more in. Right? The security forces have got to fight. Got to run round and protect us. Because this government, right? We should all be sitting here going, we've got a government, right? That's looking after us permanently because they're not. Right? It should be a vote of no confidence. What's that? Right? What they say the other day, the victims like us, it humiliated me, it made me feel like nothing. Yeah. And this is what our government want from people like us. Generations of people like us that have been abused, suffered at the hands of these animals, and the government animals, and the rest. Right? Why is it being covered up? See, the media, you should hold your heads in shame because you are just as bad as the government. But what you are going to get, and the government's going to get, you're going to get people like us that are not scared to fight. We will fight you all the way. We will have the public back us up. We will have our voice heard. And people like you, Theresa May, Corbyn, the British media, right? This is our country. This is what your grandfathers and brothers and sisters fought for. And you are all willing just to turn around and go, fuck them. Because that's what this government's doing. That's what the media's doing. We fought for freedom of speech, to protect our children, to protect everything. And look at it. It's getting worse. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. This is what this shit government and the media want to suppress us. You will never fucking suppress us. Because see the general public now, we're waking it up to you motherfuckers, and we're coming after you. And see, whenever we do, right, You can arrest me and him. You can arrest everybody that stands on the right-hand side, because we're fighting for the truth. We're fighting to make our country great again, right? Them bastards that hold power are doing jack shit. And by the way, I'm going to say this just to show you how far we're going to go, right? See that headline? This little bit down below, yeah? This is a little taste, yeah? For the people that haven't woke up yet. I had a knife put to my throat when I was 12. He had a knife put to his throat when he was 12. We were held on the same bed and told, because of these sadistic motherfuckers, to suck each other off. Yeah? That's a little bit of what we had to endure.
And if I didn't do that, he was getting his throat slit. And if he didn't do that, he was getting his throat slit. So for all you idiots out there that think that that's some sort of joke or something like that, it's not. That's reality. And I have said it, and I said it when Gary interviewed us. If I have to come on here and read my statements out, I'll read them out.
We're willing to do it.
I'm willing to do that. I want the public to know what we went through, because maybe if the public or all the you haters or whatever actually realised what was going on here, you might have a little different perspective on what children like us went through and what children today are going through.
If you as parents, I want every person that's watching this, right? Whether you're a mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, I want you to look at your grandchildren, your children, right?
Would you want them to be put through that?
Through this.
No, you wouldn't.
To be like us, that suffer with it every day of our lives. Is that what you want your children to have? No, it's not what I want my children to have, right? I wanted to crawl up my own arsehole because of this shit. I wanted to hide it. I didn't want it to be known, right? But because of how bad it was and how sadistic it is, I turned round and went, I don't want no other child to ever suffer a day of what we and other abused people have been through. And if this is the way that we've got to put this out, no matter how much it hurts me and him, no matter how much we want to cry and we want to hide in the corner, I'm not going to do it. Neither's he. And I want everybody, all the other victims,
to start
speaking about it. Stand together. Let's get united on this. Because if we get united on this, we'll win it. Right? I don't want 200, 300 people marching in London. I want thousands, I want millions marching in London. Why? Because I want my children to be safe. I want this country to be safe. I want every country in the world to be safe from paedophiles. I don't want the government ruling us and telling us what to do. The government should be doing what we ask them to do. That's what we vote for. Right? Why they're not doing it? So whenever you go to the ballot box and you're making that vote, right? What are you voting for?
Don't vote for Labour. Labour want more immigrants to come in. Labour want more people from third world countries to come into this country that's going to do what's happening right now. What, rape more children because they think it's all right to marry a 9-year-old. Really? That's what Corbyn, that's what the Labour government want. The Conservatives, they're a shower of shites. They don't want that. They don't want that. They do want that. Anybody that votes, 17.5 million people voted to get out of the European Union. Because all the European Union want to do is flood our country with more paedophiles, more third world hacking off people's heads, cutting off people's hands.
Mowing people down in the streets.
Really? We don't want that.
When did we have this?
I'm not saying that immigration is bad for the country. Of course it's not. I want people that want to come and live in this country in peace and harmony with the rest of us. You know, I want doctors, nurses, everybody else to come to this country that's going to benefit this country. Not people that come into the country that's going to that fucking hate everything that we stand for. But this government and all the other governments before that are fucking in it. They didn't care. Just come in. And now we're facing all this shit. It should be stopped. But that's not what I'm on about. And I don't want to even get in. I don't want to bring politics into what we went through.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, politics does come into it because the Irish government were caught red-handed, covering up satanic abuse against children. And that's exactly what the British government is doing right now. And Theresa May, you should be a fucking ashamed of yourself because of that statement that you made the other day. Really? You're a disgrace. You, like I said, you haven't got children of your own. You haven't got grandchildren. Really? You try telling that to a mother or a father
or a grandparent
that want to protect their children, and you've come out with a fucking statement like you did. Everybody on the far right. I don't give a shite whether you're far right or far left.
Exactly.
All I care about
is kids,
is women and children and everybody else
being
that want to stand up
and
and protect the children of this country. That's all that matters to me. You want to put me in prison for that? Carry the fuck on. I couldn't care. If the police kick a door in right now, I don't care. I really, really don't care. I will stand up for what's right in this country. Whether anybody thinks it's right or wrong, it's not right or wrong. It's right.
Well, protecting your own
children is wrong. Not wanting.
We bring our children up with wanting them to be better than us, right? My children, my son joined the army. Royal Queen's Royal Hussars. Was I proud of him? You better believe I was proud of him. My daughter, Lauren, has just joined the army. I'm so proud of her as well. What part of, even though my life's been shit and Bobby's, our children have done so well. And we're proud of that. Considering the shit that we've been through. But we've got morals. Our morals will help us. That's what we all want for our children. We want our children to succeed. We want our children to have the life that we never had. Right? What's so wrong with that? Nothing. But when you're looking, let me say this, just once, one little town, Rotherham, 1,400 children got abused in one little town.
And they covered it up.
Because
they didn't want the Joe public to know how friggin' bad it was. Really? Are you for real? This is the government that's doing this. This comes from the highest that you can go, right the way through the police force, the lot. They didn't want, no, because of racist. You can't say fuck all now without being deemed a racist. Just because I've even mentioned rather and
racist
Asian Muslim grooming gangs, you're deemed as a racist. That's not racist. That's fucking sad. I took the Roman Catholic Church to court.
Biggest religion in the world.
I wasn't even thinking of religion or race or whatever. Anybody that abused me, I took them to court. And by the way, the majority were white.
Yep.
95% were white people.
Yes.
Is that me being a racist?
No.
But I'm deemed a racist because I bring up about Muslim grooming gangs, which is predominantly what's happening in this country right now. Look, knock race out of it. It's got fuck all to do with race. It's about people abusing children. And not only, I'm going to put this in context now, the British government are abusing children.
Exactly.
Because until the British government fucking wise up and start treating this as serious as it is,
children are going to be allowed to be
children
abused.
are going to be allowed to be. Theresa May making that statement the other day. Are you for fucking real? And I'm sorry for the language, the swearing. That's infuriated me. Because she's basically, giving a green light. Because we do not want to be deemed racist. We'll give it a green light for more and more Muslims to abuse fucking children. Are you for fucking real?
Or whites. Everybody that knows
Are you
me.
for real? Listen,
you know, I expose white, black, Asian, fucking yellow, green, whatever. Anybody check my Facebook out.
Don't care what colour you are.
I don't care what colour you are. I fight for what I believe in, and I believe that children should have a future, yeah, without having all this shit. Raped, abused. That's not what I want, right? What was the song? What was it? Was it Leonard? Who was it sung it?
Yeah.
I believe that children are
our
our
future.
future. Yeah, that song alone, I cry when I hear that song, right? Because it's got a very emotional connection to me. But how can our children have a future when they're looking at what's going on now?
And you haven't even got a government that want to protect our
protect them?
children's future.
None of them do.
Does
You're sitting
Labour,
there.
does Labour want to do it? No. Does the Conservatives want to do it? No. Do the Liberal Democrats want to do it? No, they fucking don't. Do you know something? And I don't want to bring... See, Gerard Batten, he's been UKIP. Look what UKIP want to do for this country.
Yeah.
They're the only one that's right. They're the only one that wants to fucking stand up and stop what's going on in this country.
People like
the people won't like that. But by the way, 17.5 million people voted to leave. Britax to leave. What does this government want to do? What's been done since it happened? They want to have another vote. Really? I thought we lived in a democratic society where what you voted for was what you got. And that's exactly what's happened.
But if we're going to live in a
Theresa May doesn't want to come out of the EU, does she? Fuck. Why is she even in 10 Downing Street?
That's why she's letting this go on and on and on. Yeah. You're sitting there.
I'd be turning around and saying, do you know something? See if you want to make a change in this country. Labour, Conservative, Lib Dems, the whole fucking lot have let everybody down. UKIP were the only party to get us the referendum that we wanted. Not fucking Nigel Farage. Sorry, I apologise. Nigel Farage is a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
I'm on about David Cameron. What did he turn around and say? This will be your vote, your say, this, that and the other. Did it happen? Yeah,
No.
It did happen, but it wasn't our fucking say, because all they have done is tried to rethink that vote since it happened. You know something? Everybody needs to seriously have a look at themselves and think, what's right for this country? Who is the only party that's going to stand up for what's wrong in this country? And do you know something? And I don't want to bring politics into it. I actually voted UKIP because when I had a look at everything, I thought, well, the fucking Labour want to flood the country with more migrants. Theresa May doesn't give a shit. Who else are you going to vote for? UKIP. I voted UKIP because I believe the UKIP is the only fucking party. Look at all the marches and demonstrations that's gone on in London. Everything was wrong. Gerard Batten was the only fucking person to turn up at one of them marches because he can see that's right.
He can see what the public
He can see what the public want. That's right. I'm not telling everybody to go and vote UKIP, but at the fucking minute, they're the only party that's ever going to make this country right. I don't give a shit if people turn around and say, you're a racist bastard because you want to vote for UKIP. I voted for UKIP. And I only voted for UKIP because they're the only fucking party that want to do what's right by this country. Because all the rest of them have proven that they don't give a shit.
Yep.
And that's the bit needles me. Somebody like Theresa May, you would think that somebody like her would be, she's only got into Parliament, but what can I do to make everybody keep me in? And she does the opposite. She does the total opposite.
She's selling everybody out.
Because she's selling everybody out. She doesn't give a shit about kids, about what this political correctness shit has to stop, where you cannot say, I'm not on about being racist, just because it's predominantly Muslim grooming gangs in this country that are...
Can I say this?
That doesn't... What, fucking really? I'll say it how it is. I don't give two shits.
Bob, can I say this? Whenever our inquiry started, yeah, we knew, me and Bobby, and the rest of the victims, we knew we were fighting the government. We were fighting the establishment that abused us and covered it up for years. Yeah. I remember the first day I walked in that courthouse, and believe me, I was on diazepam because I suffer with PTSD, panic attacks, fucking anxiety, the whole lot. I took 2 diazepam before I went in that court. And I'm telling you now, that was the worst day of my life, because you know who you're fighting against. You're fighting the government, you're fighting the police, you're fighting social services, you're fighting probation, you're fighting everything. But don't the thought you have in the back of your head that stands the most, we're going to lose, because we always did under the establishment.
And you're going to lose, you give it more.
But we ended up winning through the good work that we're hard on. And I respect that bloke so much, and his team.
Oh, sorry.
They've done a brilliant job. And this is in Ireland.
And the overwhelming evidence that was there and had been there for years.
Yeah.
And the exact same thing is going on over here. All the evidence is there.
Are you going to get the same result over
here? Are you
here?
going to get the same result?
I'm going to have my eyes glued to this one, because the Irish government, the whole state, were found guilty of Islamic abuse. If England, doesn't get found guilty, I'm the government of hiding all this and covering it up.
It's one of the biggest cover-ups.
It's one of the biggest cover-ups.
You look what's going on in America. Look what's going on. Just come into the American news this past week. 300 priests found guilty of abusing kids.
But that doesn't surprise you, mate.
That doesn't surprise me in least, because priests and the De La Salle Brotherhood have been found guilty all over the world of abusing kids. Because back then, we didn't look at it like that. And I suppose the joke, listen, anybody that works with children, probation service, social services, anything, your CRB check now, everything. Back then they didn't have that. So if you want to get into a nice cushy job where you could fucking abuse children, the priesthood, because they work with children, the probation service, they work with children, everything, and that's what happened back then. And they've been found guilty as fuck because of what they did back then to children like us. And that has to be the same outcome in England, because that's exactly the same thing happened. And you just need to fucking wake up. The Joe Bloggs public need to start opening their eyes and thinking, do I want my kids being abused? Do I want 20 years from now, do I want my son, daughter, whatever, to turn around and go, I've had years and years of abuse? People need to fucking start wising up and getting hold of the information that we're giving you. The information we're giving you. Like I said, I wanted to get my statement, sir. I will read. I've said it. I'll say it again.
When you're
I will read my statement word for word.
Yes, I will.
My statement was made in 2010,
10.
and I will read the fucking thing out word for word. If I have to put out that the horrors that we went, I haven't said what went through other than the abuse. If I have to fucking read the transcripts from the courtroom word for word, I'm prepared to do it.
We are both prepared to do that.
If that's how bad it has to get for people to start fucking taking in what's going on here, I'll do it. I will do it on any stage, anywhere in this country. I would do it outside 10 Downing Street.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me.
What you people have got to realise is Joe Public, right? Your grandchildren, your children, yeah? Because this is how big this is. This is what the message is getting out there. When you approach abuse, you've got to approach it in a very delicate way. Some young children, right? Whether it's uncles, aunts, granddads, whatever. Yeah. There's you go to this, when you go to that, when you go to the uncles, when you do that, right? Does he touch you in an appropriate way? Yeah. I'm going to extreme here. Right? But see if people did that and people asked. Right? We know that because we've been through it. And other children have been. Thousands, millions of kids all over the world have been through that.
Actually, I'll knock the nail on the head right now. You look at Rotherham. Rotherham isn't a massive city. It's small. It's small, and this is what the government have based 1,400 children abused by Muslim gangs in Rotherham. How many have been abused in Manchester, which are bigger cities?
Leeds.
You're not getting Leeds, Birmingham,
Scotland,
Birmingham,
Glasgow,
London. It's fucking ridiculous. You aren't even getting the tip of the iceberg here.
Yeah.
You look at Rotherham on the map. 1,400 kids abused in Rotherham. How many has been abused in Birmingham? How many has been abused in London? We're talking about cities that are fucking huge. And this is what the government are doing. The government don't want you to know because it would be millions. It would be. It actually is millions.
Can I say this, Paul?
Of children are being abused.
In the Rand inquiry in Southern Ireland, right before our inquiry, 75,000 people, children, were abused. That's in the Rand inquiry. Anybody can check that out. 75,000 children were abused. Yeah. What's the statistics going to be when it comes out in England?
What would be the statistics if Rotherham is 1,400 children? What's the statistics going to be in Manchester? What's the statistics going to be in Birmingham? What's the statistics going to be in London? And this is what the government don't want to come out, because there would be fucking outrage if it came out what's going on. And this is what people aren't getting. You know what I mean? People are just not getting this. And this is what needs to come out. And the government are deliberately covering it up. Because the government know if them statistics came out about the abuse that's being suffered in the bigger cities, there'd be fucking public outrage. And this is why the media and the government are covering up what they've done. Tommy Robson tried to put this out to people years ago, and I mean years ago.
And we did.
And we did as well. So I understand exactly what Tommy was trying to do. And he gets fucking through into prison for trying to put this out in the open. Fucking out, really.
What would happen, Mark,
if I got arrested,
if me and him got arrested tomorrow, yeah,
and put in prison for saying this,
what would the public think? Yeah, would they see that as justice? Would they see that as, oh, that's okay? They were talking out of order. No, they weren't. Neither was Tommy. Neither was anybody else that fight for what we fight for. Yeah.
You know, so the truth hurts.
It does.
The truth hurts. That's fucking saying it exactly how it is. And Tommy gets 2.5 months in prison because for a bullshit charge about blah blah blah. Really, I can say whatever the fuck I like because I won my case. The state were found guilty, and I don't give a shit if the cops knock the door right now.
Yeah,
I'll go to jail gladly. What, for fucking sticking up for what's true?
telling the truth.
For telling the truth. That's wrong, is it? I've said all day long.
Maybe if the public seen that, them getting carted off to jail because we're telling the truth. We want the public to know how bad this is.
That might open.
Is that going to open everybody's eyes to go, wait a wee minute, this is wrong? Yeah? It was wrong in Tommy's sense. It's wrong in our sense. Or anybody else that wants to tell the truth or tell it exactly how it is. But the general public need to waken up. This needs to be shared worldwide. I'm not just on about children here in England and Ireland, right? I'm on about children all over the world.
On the 4th of September, when Tommy goes to court, I will be outside that fucking court.
We will be there
with this banner.
With that banner.
Because I support what he does. If Tommy wants to highlight what's going on in this country, but everybody calls him a fucking racist, this, that and the other. What really? Highlighting Muslims abusing people. And I'm not on about whites abuse people as well. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm not on about it. The biggest problem in this country at the minute is Pakistani Asians abusing children. Because they just see children over here as a piece of fucking meat. I've got a fucking serious problem with that. And I always will do.
We've got a right to have a problem with that.
And if Tom has a problem with that, which he obviously does, because he was trying to he brought all this information out years and years and years ago, I support it. And I will be outside that fucking courtroom with this banner supporting him on the 4th of September when he's in court. Because he deserves, that's the least he deserves. That's the least he deserves. My respect for trying to do what we've been trying to do. Yeah. The media have blanked us. Our story was one of the worst fucking stories that came out of Northern Ireland. Oh, the media blanked it. Didn't want to know.
Why did they do that? Why aren't the government sitting in the Houses of Lords, Houses of Parliament?
They should be
talking about this.
They should be
outraged about what's
going on. And this country has to start fucking asking themselves some serious questions. Why isn't the government outraged? Why isn't the government calling for a full public inquiry into what Muslims are doing over in this country?
And even their own government, right? Whenever the government, right, the bit that I couldn't get my breath round was why are MPs allowed to die, yeah, without being brought to justice? They let them die, right? Fucking, what about people like us? We don't die. Some do, because they're weak. They're weak in their minds. They got fucked up that much. Look at the scars on me. I've had 16 ODs. I've stood on bridges wanting to throw myself off at the end what was going on in my head. I've done all that. Yeah.
Well, that's all changed now.
It's changed.
I'm not going to destroy myself.
Yeah.
I want to destroy every person
that ever harmed, every kid.
I want to destroy the establishment if they want to come up against me. How can anybody go against people that are telling the truth? This is the bit that fucks me off more than anything in there. When we did that live feed with Gary.
Yeah.
You've got trolls on there on about want to auction the fuck city.
City.
Are you for fucking real?
Yeah. Why have they got that
Why is that up there?
on the wall? I said that right from the word go. When I'm doing my live feeds like I do, and everybody knows me that I do, I put that up on the wall. As soon as I do my live feed, I take that straight down off that wall. Right? I don't like looking at that. I don't like having the reminder of it. Yeah? I don't like me and his pain. Right? But we're lucky to an extent that we've got each other. When you've got some poor little kid that hasn't got nobody, and the only way they can see out of this is to kill themselves. Is that what the general public want? Is that acceptable? Yeah? Your grandchildren, your daughter, your son, is that acceptable? No, it's not. Gary's feeds while we started getting lagged and Facebook games, they don't like you fucking saying it because they just want to shut us fuckers up. I can tell you right now, right? Whatever them would be before do that. We can't. Yeah. We can't afford to do that. Yeah. I've just moved into this flat in the middle of doing everything. I haven't got the financial funds to get me and him to go to here, there, everywhere.
Or we would.
Or we would. Right? And I would. I haven't even got a driving licence to drive a car. Right? I would. If I had my own car and the petrol, I'd go anywhere. But we haven't. Yeah? We would be all over the place. Scotland, England, Wales, London, we'd be everywhere. And demonstrations, me and him would be right there. But unfortunately, we haven't got the funds to deal with that. I wish I had. Because it would. We're being broke up at the minute. It's getting really lagging. Wonder why. I'm going to end it now, but I'm going to come back on at 4 o'clock. Yeah? And we'll take it from there. We haven't finished it. We'll come back on at 4 o'clock. Yeah? And they're not shutting us up. They're not shutting up what we believe in, what we fight for. Right? So, thank you everybody. I want the shit spread out of this. Thank you so much. We'll be back at 4. Thank you everybody. Thanks very much.